19. This is a trivia show all about nerdly topics. I've got 4 topics, 20 questions to test your nerdly trivia knowledge. Let's start. Round 1 is literature, as always, on a different topic. Today's topic is children. Number 1. What collective name is given to the group of children who fall out of their baby carriages and are sent to Neverland to join Peter Pan? Number 2. Who is the adoptive father of the infant Sweepy? Number 3. What boy detective of Idaville, Maine, runs a detective agency to help neighborhood children solve crimes at 25 cents per day plus expenses? Number 4. How old is Harry Potter when he first learns that he is a wizard? Number 5. In Neil Gaiman's Coraline, what does Coraline's other mother have in place of eyes? Round 2 is on fast cars. Hey, you got a fast car? I got to take it to anywhere. Won't have to drive too far, just cross the border and into the city. Number 6. What model of car does Doc Brown use to build his time machine in Back to the Future? Number 7. What hot rod made from a casket and featured on television's The Munsters gave its name to a Rob Zombie song? Number 8. What 2-digit number is painted on the side of Herbie the Love Bug? Number 9. What Japanese anime hero competes in the Mach 5 racing car? And number 10. In the original Knight Rider television show, what does the acronym KIT stand for? Round 3 is on writers. I'm not sure why I haven't done this before. I certainly should have. This is right in my wheelhouse. I'm going to show you 5 pictures of famous science fiction or fantasy writers, and I want you to name me the writer in each case. Here we go. Number 11. Number 12. Number 13. Number 14. And do you recognize this gentleman? Number 15. All right, round 4. I'm excited about this. What we're going to do here is listen to some comic books. I'm going to play you the audio portion of an audio book for 5 different graphic novels. So you're going to hear a sort of dramatic presentation of a comic book. I want you to tell me the name of the comic book. Let's see how it goes, guys. First time ever listening to comic books. Number 16.
Rorschach's Journal, October 12, 1985. Dog carcass in alley this morning, tired tread on burst stomach. This city is afraid of me. I have seen its true face. The streets are extended gutters, and the gutters are full of blood. And when the drains finally scab over, all the vermin will drown. The accumulated filth of all their sex and murder will foam up about their waists, and all the whores and politicians will look up and shout, "Save us," and I'll look down and whisper, "No."
Number 17.
Come see. There were these 2 guys in a lunatic asylum.
Hello. I came to talk. I've been thinking lately about you, about me, about what's going to happen to us in the end. We're going to kill each other, aren't we? Perhaps you'll kill me, perhaps I'll kill you. Maybe sooner, maybe later. I just wanted to know that I'd made a genuine attempt to talk things over and avert that outcome. Just once. Are you listening to me? It's life and death that I'm discussing here. Maybe my death, maybe yours.
I don't fully understand why ours should be such a fatal relationship, but I don't want your murder on my hands.
Number 18.
And there followed hail and fire mingled with blood.
Wesley.
There fell a great star from heaven, burning as if it were a lamp, and I beheld and heard an angel.
Not again.
Saying with a loud voice, "Woe, woe, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth."
That's enough, Wesley. You know what the doctor said about overexerting yourself. You'll pull out the IV tube.
It's in the Revelation of St. John. All of it. I can go on. There's more. You're my pastor, Norman. I can tell you. I see things. Divine prophecies.
Nightmares, Wesley. You've had them before. That's why you're in the hospital.
Not nightmares, Pastor. Visions. Visions. I see an eagle carrying a golden lance.
I know, Wesley.
And the great bat. Dark, shrieking. They're fighting. Legions of the mighty drowning in a lake of fire, washed up on waves of burning sand.
I know, Wesley. You've told me before.
And a flag in the shape of a man, red, white, and blue, but the red is blood red. The man is tattered and torn, lost behind a wall of fire.
Please, Wesley, I'm trying to help. Don't make me call the nurse again.
7 thunders will utter their voices, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints. Babylon falls, Norman. Be the one who listens to me.
Number 19.
In the middle of the 20th century, the telephone started ringing all across America as rumors of my existence started circulating. Even in those dim and distant days, I could hear the insect buzz of 1 million conversations from California to Metropolis and back again. An entire continent was waking up to realize that their lives were soon to change forever.
Lois Lane. Luther. Lois Luther. Oh, don't be such a jerk, Chief. It's 6 a.m. and some of us have social lives. No, we haven't heard the radio. What's happened?
Who knows, sweetheart? Because Washington just called and promised us the story of the century. What's the inside scoop? Well, between you and me, kid, rumor has it the Soviets just developed a brand new kind of superweapon.
My fellow Americans, the Soviet authorities released to the world secret government pictures of a costumed individual more effective than our hydrogen bomb, an alien Superman committed to communist ideals whose very existence threatens to alter our position as a world superpower forever.
And this one's a tough one at the end. There's not a whole lot of dialogue in this particular section, so it's very brief, but see if you recognize the opening passages of this graphic novel, number 20.
This is not good. I don't think he's from around here. That's a safe bet. When they opened that prison in Grant County, I didn't think we'd be getting their runoff. I ain't going back! I'll die first! Damn it! Our backup's probably more than 10 miles away. We're sitting ducks behind this car. Cover me.
All right, everybody, put your pencils down. We're going to go over the answers now. Round 1 on literary children. Number 1, those children who fall out of the baby carriages and go to join Peter Pan, why those are the Lost Boys. Number 2, who adopted Sweet Pea? Popeye did. He's a cute little baby, and he's always getting in trouble, and it's up to Popeye to take care of him. Popeye does a great job. Popeye's a good dad. Yeah. Number 3, that boy who runs his own detective agency at 25 cents a day, that's Encyclopedia Brown. Man, I loved those books when I was a kid. I read as many as I could find. You read a mystery, and then Encyclopedia Brown solved it at the end, but the solution to the mystery was at the end of the book. So you were given all the clues, given all the testimonials of the characters, and you as the reader got to see if you could solve the crime. The clues were always there in the story, and you had to figure out who did it. And then you read at the end and see if you're right or not. Some of them were really hard, and if you could get one, you should be very proud of yourself. Go check out Encyclopedia Brown. There's a big bunch of those books. Look for them. They're fun. Number 4. How old is Harry when he learns that he is, in fact, a wizard? He's 11. That's kind of young age to find out that you have vast mystic powers, but he handles it well, I guess, right? Doesn't get a little too power hungry. I guess that's the whole point. That's what makes him the chosen one. He's not power hungry. Number 5. In Neil Gaiman's Coraline, well, man, she's creepy, right? The other mother, in fact, all of the adults in that other place, in the other house that Coraline finds within her own house, they don't have eyeballs, they have buttons, and yeah, it's creepy. The movie is creepy, the songs kind of lighten it a little bit, make it a bit more palatable for kids, but the book itself has got to be the scariest young adult novel I have ever read in my life. Man, it is freakish. If you like scary, if you like horror novels, Coraline is a good one. If you want to introduce your daughter or your son to horror for the first time, try Coraline, but keep in mind, it's not exactly kiddie fare. It's scary, man. Moving on to round 2, fast cars. Number 6, Doc Brown makes a time machine out of the DeLorean. Yeah, Marty, it works, and it looks awesome, man. DeLoreans are supposed to be terrible cars, right? But we love them now because of the movie, and we all want one, even though we've all been promised that they're crappy, crappy cars. Anyway, number 7, here's an awesome car from the Munsters. It's called the Dragula. If you know the Rob Zombie song, you're singing it to yourself right now, because it's an awesome song. Number 8, that 2-digit number on the side of Herbie, the VW Bug, that's 53. And there's one movie I remember seeing in which a little kid calls Herbie Ocho. Like, that's his nickname for the car. He adds 5 and 3 together and calls the car Ocho. He doesn't call it 53 in Spanish. For some reason, he just adds the digits together. I don't know why, but he does. It's a interesting little part of that movie. Number 9, the Japanese hero who drives the Mach 5, that's Speed Racer. I have to say it real fast like that, or it doesn't count. Number 10, the original Knight Rider television show features a Trans Am named KITT, K-I-T-T, and that stands for Knight Industries 2000. I think in one of the reboots, they changed it to Knight Industries 3000 because we're already past the year 2000. Hey, in the 80s, we didn't really expect 2000 to come along. We were pretty sure that we were going to blow everything up before we got to 2000, so 2000 was pretty futuristic at that time. Round 3, writers. Did you recognize these guys? I hope you did. I hope you've read some of their books. Number 11 was the good doctor, Isaac Asimov. He wrote the Foundation trilogy. He wrote hundreds and hundreds of short stories. The man is fantastic. Go dive into some Isaac Asimov. He's a good writer. Number 12, that's George R.R. Martin. He, of course, is the writer of the Game of Thrones books, or the, Song of Ice and Fire, I think. A friend of mine gave me the first book, Game of Thrones. I started reading it, and it did not capture my attention. For some reason, I don't know why. I can't really tell you. I just put the book down, and I have not finished it. But a lot of people love it. It's super popular, especially on HBO now, and that's the gentleman who created it. Number 13 is a super funny man. We lost him just a couple of months ago. That's Terry Pratchett. He wrote the Discworld novels, which are hilarious. Not only are they funny, but they're well written. Those are two things that are difficult to put together on the page. He did it perfectly. every time, man. Go check out the Discworld books. Look for Terry Pratchett. He's amazing. Miss you, Terry. Number 14, that is J.R.R. Tolkien. He wrote, of course, the Lord of the Rings books. Yeah, and we love him for that. And number 15, hey, guess who that is? H.G. Wells. Yeah, had to mention him again. Every couple of months, I got to mention H.G. Wells. That's in my Nerd Quiz contract. Round 4, listening to comic books. Number 16 was Watchmen. That one, I was pretty sure you would know immediately, as soon as the voice of Rorschach began. Number 17 was Killing Joke, also by Alan Moore, as was Watchmen. Killing Joke is very dark, but a great story centering around the Joker and his insanity. Definitely recommend it. Number 18 is from DC. That is Kingdom Come, a fantastic graphic novel. I've not read that in a long time. I've read it a couple of times, though. I think I will revisit that shortly. It's fantastic. Definitely go check it out. Number 19, this is one I've not read, but I will try to track it down because I've heard very good things about it. That is Superman Red Sun. And number 20 is from The Walking Dead. Like I said, not a whole lot of dialogue in the opening book of that series, but that is where Rick gets shot, goes into a coma, he wakes up, and there's zombies everywhere. If I'd played you that part of the graphic novel, you would have just heard a lot of moaning and heavy breathing and footsteps. So, I just played the very brief section of dialogue here. And hey, that's it, everybody. We're done. Thanks for playing along. Oh, I'm glad you're here, and you've listened all the way to the end. Hope you got a good score, and if you want to leave your score in the comments, or tell me what things you liked about this quiz, or what you didn't like about this quiz, or what you'd like to see in further quizzes. You got some ideas for questions or categories or games? Tell me. I'll put them in. I would love some feedback. So, hey, hope to see that soon. Alright, I'll see you guys next month, I hope, with another episode of Nerd Quiz. I'm driving away now in my fast car, popping the clutch, hitting the gas, telling the world to eat my dust. Wheels on fire, bees on pie. Bye, guys.